Most people who did what I did spent a lot of energy making sure nobody looked too closely. I did the opposite. I made myself easy to look at, approachable, calm, reasonable, because nobody looks for the thing that isn't hiding. That's the first thing I'll tell you. And honestly, it's the most important.
I want to start at the beginning. Who were you before any of it?
I was small, not in size, in the world. I took up very little space. Nobody really noticed whether I was there or not. My father left when I was young. My mother tried. I want to say that clearly. She wasn't a bad person. She was just a person with too much to carry and not enough hands. I learned very early that the world doesn't lean toward you. You have to lean into it. And sometimes when you're that young and that alone, the way you learn to lean isn't good. I was 7 the first time I stole something. Not because I wanted it, because I wanted someone to notice. Nobody noticed.
Growing up, was there anyone who tried to reach you?
No.
When did things turn dark?
I was 15. You want to know what pulled me in? It wasn't the power. It wasn't even the people. It was that nobody there asked me where I came from. Nobody asked why I was quiet. Nobody looked at me like a problem to be solved. They just handed me a role, and I fit it. I was patient. I noticed things other people missed. I knew how to wait, how to watch, how to make people feel safe right before I understood them completely. I learned all of that at home, just trying to survive my own house. They just gave it a purpose.
What did you become? At your worst, what were you?
I became the thing my mother was afraid the world would do to me. She used to say, "Don't let it harden you. Whatever happens out there, don't let it make you hard." I thought I understood what she meant. I didn't. Because hardness isn't obvious. It doesn't arrive all at once. It comes in small decisions, small compromises, small moments where you choose not to feel something because feeling it is inconvenient. And then one day you realize you can't feel it anymore, even when you want to. And you don't know exactly when that happened. You just know that it did. That's what I became. My mother's worst fear. Wearing my face.
Did people get hurt because of you?
I can't answer that the way you want me to. I'll say this. I told myself for a long time that what I did was clean, that there was a distance between me and the consequences. I didn't touch anything. I just arranged things, pulled strings, set conditions. But a man who opens a door for someone to walk through, he's still responsible for what they find on the other side. I know that now. I didn't let myself know it then.
Was there ever someone you considered a friend? Like a real one?
Define real.
Did you ever want out?
Every day. That's the thing nobody tells you about that life. You don't stay because you love it. You stay because you don't know who you are without it. I had built my entire identity around what I was inside that structure. The person I was before, the small one, I'd buried him so deep I wasn't sure he was still there. Walking away would mean going back to nothing, and nothing felt more terrifying than everything I'd done. So I stayed, not out of loyalty, out of fear. Which is funny when you think about it. The most feared person in my world was afraid, every single day.
Then something changed. What was it?
There was a moment, just one. Someone nearby, a stranger, said something to another person. Quiet, casual. They had no idea I was listening. And what they said was so simple, so open. The kind of thing only a person says who still trusts the world. And I stood there and I thought, I used to be that. And then I thought, how many people used to be that before I got to them? That was it. That was the moment. Just a stranger's words, and a question I couldn't answer. I've never been the same since.
What did leaving cost you?
You want to know what it actually cost? Not the things, not the connections. Those I expected to lose. What I didn't expect was losing the version of myself that felt capable. Because whatever I was good at it. I was precise and effective and in control, and I knew exactly who I was inside that structure. When I left, I didn't know who I was at all. I was in my 30s, feeling like a person who had never learned the most basic things. How to sit with discomfort. How to let a day pass without purpose. How to be around people without immediately calculating what they wanted and how to use it. I had to relearn everything. And underneath all of that, underneath the relearning and the silence and the empty days, I found him. The kid, 7 years old, standing in a doorway, watching his father leave, and deciding that the world wasn't safe, and people couldn't be trusted, and the only way to survive was to be the most dangerous thing in the room. I found him, and I sat with him for a long time, and I told him he was wrong. That's where it started.
Why are you telling us this?
Because I was 15 once, and no one told me. No one sat me down and said, the direction you're going, I've been there. It looks like power. It feels like belonging. But there's a cost that doesn't arrive all at once. It arrives slowly, in quiet rooms, in the faces of people you can't stop seeing. Nobody told me that. And I'm not naive enough to think this changes anything. I know that. Whoever is where I was at 15, they're probably not even listening. But if one person hears this and pauses, just pauses, before they take the next step into something they can't come back from, then this conversation was worth having. And the more honest reason, I owe it to the people I hurt. Not as payment. You can't pay for what I did. But as acknowledgement. As saying out loud, what I did to you was real. Your time was real. Your effort was real. Your trust was real. And I destroyed real things. The least I can do is say that without hiding behind a justification.
Thank you for coming, for saying any of this.
I wasn't sure I would. Right up until I sat down, I wasn't sure.
What made you stay?
You didn't try to make me comfortable. Most people, when they want something from someone, they make everything soft, easy, safe. You didn't. You just set up the room and sat down. That felt honest. So I stayed. I hope it's worth something to someone.
If I stay with you, if I'm choosing wrong, I don't care at all. If I'm losing now, but I'm winning late, that's all I want. I don't care at all. I am lost. I don't care at all. Lost my time, my life is gone.